Hello, I was recently contacted by this company, Flinsi, and they asked me if I would like to get some free views on my channel. I was initially reluctant and suspicious of a random email like this because it was a really basic email just saying, would you like to get free views? And I replied saying, no, I kind of not really. And amazingly, they replied back and they said, well, we'd like to give you, some free service if you put a video out on your channel. Effectively, you know how this goes, guys. And again, I wasn't particularly positive about that, but then I kind of had a chat with them and they said okay, and because I initially thought, well, they wanted me to put a video showing how their service worked without actually experiencing the service. They were going to give me free views after I made the video. That's what I kind of read into it, but that wasn't the case. They said, we're going to set up a campaign, you can see how it runs, and then you can make a video. And I thought, okay, fair enough, I'll do this and I'll make a video on it. So you can judge for yourself whether or not this is, positive or negative, this is a good service or not. But I will tell you, this was given to me for free. I was given basically 1,000 free views, which is worth $30. So full disclosure, I did not pay for this. So we're going to go into how this works. And I'll show you how it's set up because it is very easy. If you do want to use them, they have made it incredibly easy. Okay, guys, so the first thing you do is you basically create an account, which is an email address and a password. Simple as that, which I've already done here, as you can see. So I'm just going to log in to my account so you can see everything. So I'm going to log in here. And that's the campaign which has now finished effectively. We'll go into this in a bit more detail, guys, but I'm just going to show you how you start a new one. So you go to promote video up here, pick a video from your YouTube channel. So I'm going to pick one here, which I think we can go with that one. Stop that, that's an ad, and I will just copy that, and then we can go to here, paste it in here, and it'll pick up what video it is. So that's absolutely fine. That's the video I chose. Select that, and here you now select you input the details of what the video is about. So the demographic of the user. For my channel, so it would be mainly male, and the age group is fundamentally around that age group. If you go into your dashboard of your YouTube channel, you can actually get all that demographic of who generally watches your channel. So you optimize it to that viewer base, of course, and you also put in some keywords into describing your video, which again is going to be useful for basically tagging it to make sure it does get presented to the right audience. So that makes sense, all makes sense. One thing I wasn't too sure about here, guys, is because I was basically, they set up a campaign for me. I didn't actually go through any of this process. They just did it for me, but this is how you'd optimize it. So yeah, full disclosure, I literally just gave them a link to an email to one of my videos, and they did the rest. Okay, so this bit where it says optimize campaign for subscribers, likes, and comments. Honestly, I don't know why. Not sure about that. That makes me concerned that, why would you need this? How does that work? I don't know, guys. I'm not sure. That looks a bit weird to me. But again, I didn't have to do any of this. But you also select what you want here as location. So bear in mind, if you click global, it's cheaper. So for what I had was, let's go to this. If we put in $30, which is basically the service I had for 1,000 views. You get that, and it'll be 1,000 views, $30. That's what they're promising. If you check demographics and you change that to, select a country location, the price goes up. It's actually more expensive. So if we do this, so if we just do, we go. Let's check that off. Countries, come on. That's better. Right, okay. And now we go to custom and put in $30 here. Sorry, 1,000 views. Let me get this right. Oh no, $30. That's it. You're only getting 300 views, but you can see actually it's a minimum. So I'd have to put in. Let's see what happens. I'll put in 50, 500 views. So certainly, if you target it, it seems to cost you more. And there's something I kind of understand about that. Is because certain countries can be more expensive for targeted ads. So that sort of makes sense that my $30 isn't going to go so far if I'm targeting to more richer, I guess, countries, I suppose, So mine was clearly on global, and my views came from all over the place. that's what I got. 1,000 views, $30 worth of service. Okay, guys. So and then you just pay now, and you pay by PayPal, etc. So easy enough. So I'm gonna go back to the dashboard and just show you the campaign which we had. $30, 1,000 views promised, but as you can see, it actually achieved 1,500. And actually, you can see on the offer here, I could actually pay for more, another 1,000 views for $19. I get a discount if I want to extend the campaign. That's fair enough. The campaign has effectively ended now since I have achieved my 1,000 views. In fact, like I said, I got extra 500 views. And when we look at the analytics, and I can tell you I did get an extra 500 views, and therefore I effectively got what, $1,500, $15 of extra service. And understandably, you're likely to go over that, because how are they going to target exactly 1,000 impressions? It's impossible. They have to kind of put your stuff out there, and you're going to get over. So you get a bit of free service. And you can see the end date of that would have been the 26th. We're actually on the 22nd. So that kind of, I had all my views in about a couple of days, basically, and it's ended, guys. So there you go. So I'm going to go to my YouTube channel, and we're going to see this. The video I picked was down here somewhere. Let me find it. It's in the reviews, and it's here somewhere. Is it? I didn't even name my channel. There it is. It's that video. So we'll just click on it. We won't play it. But at the start of this video, before the campaign started, I took a note, and it's 468 views on this video. A video which is only 2 weeks old. A video which I know is not going to be trending, but a video is going to do well over time generally, because it's a review. It has good long-term prospects, but not necessarily short-term prospects, because it's a product that's been out for a couple of years. So I understand that. It was fine. A couple of weeks, 458 views, sort of what I'd have expected. But you can see now I have 2,000 views, which then coincides with the fact is I did get 1,500 extra views, which is great. So yeah, it's worked. So yeah, that's the backdrop of the video I selected, and it is a bit of an odd video maybe to select, but I targeted it because I knew that it wasn't getting particularly lots of views per day after 2 weeks. It's like maybe 5 or 6 views per day. So this way, the analytics would be very, very clear. I was able to then see how that campaign worked with this particular video. So that was my strategy. I figured it would be unadulterated, analytics. So let's go to, so that's the video. Let's go to the analytics. So you can see that is the video we had. And up to this point, this is the start of the campaign, basically. This is the amount of views I had. So yeah, kind of fairly, average per day, not too much. And this is the beginning of the campaign, and that's the end of the campaign. And you can just see all those views that came in. So quite a lot, it all came through. And you can actually see where the views have come from as well. Direct, unknown, browse features, suggested videos. So all those views did come from that Flinsi campaign. What isn't so clear through Flinsi is how they do actually, where they put those, where they promote you to. They say Google, they say YouTube ads and digital sort of, if we go back to their homepage, we can just see, if I just log out of here, you can see they say they do it through YouTube ads and premium digital publishers, but there's no actual transparency. You could see how easy it was for me to set up and just basically ping a campaign and get it working. But how it works after that, I don't know, because there's nothing there to show me where that was actually shown. So I don't know. I couldn't tell you for sure, guys. All I can tell you, I did get 1,500 views off the back of it. And to prove to prove it, those are the analytics I'm showing you through the Google, the YouTube dashboard of my, channel here. And you can see I just checked those because those are the ones where all the views have come from in that short space of time. Obviously, you've got other analytics here, but basically I've kind of clicked those off since those are ones which would have been normal views, but which I would expect through, through searching. You can see there. Right, so all that is from this campaign. But what you can see, guys, because I'm doing this on the 22nd, literally a day after the campaign has ended. And you can see it's dropped off because that's the growth, and that's what it is now. Absolutely no more views, just normal amount of views. So the campaign, 1,500 views, and then back to normal. So there has not been any residual uplift in that view of the channel, of that video. It's just basically gone, here's all your views, and then it's flattened off. So would you say is that success? Well, maybe too early to tell, but immediately after the end of the campaign, I've literally got no more extra views from that. Okay, so you know, take that for what you will. It hasn't made the video more successful. It hasn't made the video go viral. Would I expect it? Well, the video selection is not going to necessarily be a viral video, so I can understand that. But I want to show you some other analytics as well, because this is useful stuff, you know, to, again, things you can process to work out whether or not you think Flinsi would be good for you. If we go to this, so these are some more analytics. I'm going to show you, I did not get any subscribers off the back of this promotion. I started off, actually, you know, maybe I got 2. I don't know. But at the beginning, at this point, before the promotion, I did have 1 subscriber from this video. Or at least they clicked subscribe from this video. If someone goes to another video and they've watched your channel, maybe even they've gone off this video and gone to another one on my channel and subscribed off that, then it wouldn't register as a subscription from this particular video. So it's difficult to really gauge any real detail. But I can tell you over that period of that promotion, I've had 2 more extra subscribers. Not really a big deal, right? But that's the details I can tell you. The other thing I can tell you, actually, which is a little bit more interesting, which I have to say, this is the estimated revenue of the video, the lifetime of the video, right? So in 2 weeks, I've made £5.60, which isn't a great deal of money. That's fair enough. But what you can see here, shows you before the campaign, my video had made £1.02. At the end of the campaign, we now have gone up to £5.60. So the difference between that and that, which is, you know, more or less, you know, £4.50, you know, £4.58 was made from that campaign. So I made ad revenue from that campaign of £4, you know, and some change, which obviously doesn't pay for those 1,000 views, but it does show that I have made some money off that campaign, which I'm actually quite surprised, but it did make some money. Next one analytic I want to show you is the view time. Because this worried me a little bit, because the average view time of a video on my channel, I'd say it's roughly 25 to 30% on most videos like this, like a review or tips video. The sort of things I put on my channel, which I would expect to be, you know, 5 minutes or longer, averaging 25% view time. That's pretty normal across the board. And you can see here, this is before the campaign. View time on this video, 9 minutes, 25 seconds. And you can see we're getting like, you know, 4, 5 minutes, 3 minutes. You can see it's sort of what I would have expected. It's what I would expect as an average. Although this obviously isn't, you know, we're talking about, this is over the course of about 468 views, as I said. So that's 468 views. That's the average, you know, per day. And the campaign, this one was a bit worrying for me, because the campaign starts here, and you can see the view time from all those clicks from that campaign is under a minute. So that doesn't help that video very much. Although the video now looks like it's had lots of views, it's gone up from, you know, it's basically tripled the amount of views. The average view time has dropped massively to under a minute, and that's not healthy, because for residual uplift in traffic on that video, Google uses these metrics. It looks at things, how many, you know, obviously how many times a video has been clicked, and actually how long a video has been watched for. And a video, you know, for a 9-minute video, it's only had, you know, under 10% of view time before people have left the video. Does not help me, because you know, Google, YouTube will look at it and go, well, you know, not that many, you know, all these views, not many people are watching that video for very long. So as far as YouTube is concerned, not necessarily a valuable video for them to present to people through Google search or any organic, you know, ways that YouTube presents videos to people, like on the suggested watch list, you know, what to watch next. So that doesn't help me, because that has now taken the average massively down of the view time of this video. By the fact is, all those impressions are under a minute. So we'll see in the long term how it affects the video, but I'd say it probably won't affect my video too much, as I was only experiencing maybe, you know, the amount of views per day was you know, was fairly low anyway. We're talking about, you know, 15, 20 views on that video, and over time it'll build up. It's a video that's going to do well over 2 to 3 years, because it'll just build up. It's always going to be something that has natural growth, and people that will find the video and find it useful, but it's not going to be something that's going to be instantly successful. I get that. You know, so yes, there is reasons why my video might not do very well after the end of the promotion, because it's an odd selection, but it was very specifically chosen because I wanted to see how well it performed on the video, which isn't necessarily doing particularly well, but what I would consider to be a decent video. But yeah, interesting results, guys. You can see that, like I said, view time is pretty poor, and that's kind of what we got at the end of that. The other thing I want to show you actually is if we bring up that again. So that was the analytics of this video. You can see where all the views are coming from. A video with also 2,000 views, and you can just see we have very different results. You can see direct or unknown 19, browse features is 1,000 people just basically visiting my homepage and going through my channel and picking that video out, and you can see a good chunk of that's coming from that. I haven't checked everything. I just wanted to focus on the ones which are comparative to, let me just find it, to that one, so we could see, you know, how those stats. I'll just take that one off just to remove any confusion. So free stats, direct and or unknown, browse features, suggested videos, and you can see that's the breakup of that, which is kind of equal as well, which I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Don't know, guys, I have to say. But you can see it's very different figures compared to another video, which it's an older video, but it does have 2,000 views. And I figured that would be a good one to kind of pick out, just to show you that, yeah, the analytics are quite different, you know, overall at the end of 2,000 views. But I expect it should be, since these are targeted, you know, Flinsi is targeting my videos, pushing out somewhere. But as I said, what I don't know, guys, is how they do it, where it goes. I have no visibility of what they did with my video and how they promoted it. All I can tell you, I did get 1,500 views from this promotion, and that's fair enough. Is it worth it to you? Well, I'd say, you know, it depends on the channel, it depends on your content, whether or not you're going to get something out of it. But yes, I did get a return of money. So if I paid $30, I would have got some of that back. That's interesting. I don't see any kind of residual benefit after the promotion. The reviews had not kind of gone up, so that's something to bear in mind. But as I said, it could be my video selection, which was, you know, maybe an odd pick, but you know, this was for a reason I wanted to choose that video. Well, okay then. Well, there you go. That was my campaign with Flinsi. As I said at the top of the video, this was given to me for free. $30 of free service, which was 1,000 views, and we got 1,500 out the back of that. That's a positive. If I'd paid for it, the return on investment would have been less than I put in, but I did make some money off it, but I made less than I would have paid than $30, right? So yeah, fair enough. You know, if I paid for more views, I would have made more money off the off the YouTube ads, but I would have still not made up the deficit of what I put into it. And of course, the hope is to have a residual uplift of that video, and not only the video, but also, you know, the channel itself. If people are finding your channel through those impressions, you hope for them to, you know, subscribe and come back to your channel again. I'd say that wasn't successful because we could see we didn't really get any extra subs, 2 extra subs, which could have come from anywhere, you know, not necessarily from the campaign. So I'm not going to give them that on that one. The view time of the video impressions was very low, which isn't very positive at all. But yeah, they were monetized views, and therefore I guess it did work in some way. Yeah, I guess if you're thinking about using them, those are, you know, this is what happened to me. Hopefully you can take something away from that, and you can work out whether or not, you know, Flinsi, or even, and indeed any kind of company like this that promotes videos, is going to be useful to you. You know, I can't make that judgment for you because everyone's channel is different, and everyone's channel, you know, could do better off a promotion or even do worse off a promotion, depending on what your content is. You know, I'm a sim racing channel, guys. You know, this is not, you know, it's not particularly, it's a niche subject. The channel does okay, but it's not a huge concern. It's not the most popular YouTube channel on there for sim racing, but it does okay for itself. And therefore, you know, it's hard to know. If you have a smaller channel than me, is it going to work for you? If you have a larger channel for me, is it going to work better for you? I can't answer any of that. I only can tell you what happened to me, and I showed you that. So yeah, you know, if you've used Flinsi, yeah, hey guys, drop comments below the video. You know, let me know if it's been good or bad for you. Just share that knowledge with everyone else. I've shared you my experience, and hopefully that's given you an insight of, you know, whether or not this is going to be worthwhile to you. And that's all I can offer in this video, guys. So hopefully you found it useful. That's the idea of this video, is to help other people. And, you know, I'm not here to promote them in any way whatsoever. But, you know, I promised I'd make a video on my experience using them. And there you go. Just 100% what happened. So there you go, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one. And bye-bye.